Hello, welcome back. Last time I did 2 adder horde rooms that were basically exactly the same, at least the way that I did them. I have 3 rooms left to do in the hold, I believe, plus any post-mastery that might be there. Somebody had an idea about these rooms that I want to try. It seemed like there might actually be a way to kind of break them. So if I would restore from room start, yes, I know I have a good checkpoint to come back to. The idea was that you could perhaps... Okay. This would require... Let me do this a different way. Sure, so if I back up to whenever I had... Oh boy. So whenever an adder first stepped on that pressure plate, it opened up a possibility of... Okay, so I had just drunk a speed potion there. Okay, so an adder is on its way there. So at this point, I might actually just be able to go here and use my sword. And this is perfectly safe. Oh! Well, no, I mean, this will work eventually. Takes a little bit of time. Alright, so that's the slow way to do it. It does work, though. Okay, so that idea worked. Could have saved me a little bit of effort by not doing the room properly. So that is a safe place to stand. I will assume that's unintended. Okay, so I'm going to restore from here. So this room gave me a lot of trouble the first time I attempted it. It's the one I want to focus on now, because getting it done will open the level clear gate and hordes and get me on to new stuff. And there's 2 rooms out in the complex and giants that I need to do. The room over here, this one was not so bad for some reason. I figured this would be easier because it has no hot tiles, but that turned out not to be true at all. I just realized something. It's unlikely to... No, that definitely can't work. I can't kill the brain until I'm ready to exit, because there's a hot tile and a force arrow there. Never mind. Alright, so the whole thing about this was that Ormites are cool and all for reorienting swords, but this is a room where the consequences of my actions are pretty far removed from the time I actually take those actions. I'm looking at these. I think these are my next problem. So I need another sword direction for this. Oops, that doesn't work. Okay. And this is also kind of a magic sequence room. This is never going to do anything good. Okay, so... Yeah, magic sequence room, basically. With probably a lot of different ways, different sequences that can work. This is unlikely to be good. I don't know what I did the other times that I attempted this. If I just had like some guiding principles I could follow that would lead me down the right path, that might help. Like always guard my back. Okay, I see these 2 coming. They're going to be my problem. Those 2 that I thought were the problem were not the way that I did that. Actually, this could be... No, that couldn't be. Okay, so if I could, like, stay kind of up north here and clear this out, maybe that'll give me the leeway to do what I need here, except it totally doesn't. Another thing about this room, once I solve it, it's going to be completely by accident. I won't be able to reproduce whatever I did to solve it. It's just going to kind of happen. Like, that was different from what I did before. Why was it better? I don't know. Was it actually? I don't know. Doing that lets me sneak around, but like, if I'm taking this many turns without actually killing a roach, then I'm pretty much dead. And that's no good. What did I do differently last time? I don't know. How would I know? That's no good. This is unlikely to work. Whoa, I never stepped on a checkpoint. Okay, so are those a hint? If those are places I'm likely to step to reorient, then that's good to know. How do I make you step in a place where I can actually kill you from there? Like, surely there's a way. Okay, let me try... I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I survived it, kinda. Okay. I do like facing the same directions. That lets me do that move, which is pretty cool. But this situation here is awful. Like, once I'm in this kind of situation, I'm just dead. So how do I stay out of that situation? Being kind of close to the middle seemed good in a lot of cases. I wish I could do something here more productively. But like, taking that many turns to walk around a roach just is never going to be good. So I need to be well positioned to deal with everything that's incoming before I get to the next ones. And that is not what I just did there. So I think I need to be farther west and south for what I'm doing there. So weirdly enough, that worked, kinda. Weirdly enough, that worked extremely well. Perhaps well enough to solve the room. Let's see, not quite. I'm a little short of being able to get around that roach. But that is comfortingly close. So things I could do just slightly differently here. Where do I get a choice? I could... no, I can't wait. I could step. That lands me in that situation where that happens. This is close. I don't suppose I can maybe, like, actually use the fuse... Well, no, I can't. I don't have enough time to do all this, especially walking from there to there without that bomb going off. What if I... Oh, hey! Oh, you stepped the wrong way. Stupid roach. Stupid roach. Yarr. So my problem here is I'm all the way against the east wall. I want to be not all the way against the east wall when all this is going on, but how would I prevent that? That seems unlikely to happen. Any Ormite reorientation there is also unlikely to help. I can do this. Big deal. So what? That's not helpful. Okay, so that's closer than I've been before, I think. If only I could do that sideswipe there. I'm next to Ormites, which is part of my problem. Can't bail out of that situation early. Just can't do anything about that, so I'm facing the wrong way. Okay, facing the wrong way, I need to be more efficient about something here. South is great because my north was relatively clear there. That was awful. That was awful. How did I do this before, then? I did that. Since this is a magic sequence room, there's no way to know if what I'm doing is going to eventually be productive. And those ore might stop me from doing any kind of sideswipe there. I just hate being in this specific position right here. But there's not much I can do to get out of it. And then I'm doing that. That won't work. Where do I get a choice? On this move, I feel like I need to do something different. I wish I could just stab that roach. Could I somehow sneak around at a different time here? I could start the room over. All that would effectively do is just, by random chance, more or less, of small decisions I make, add up to a different end result with no actual cognitive input from me. So I don't like this room, is what I'm saying. Because it doesn't feel like there's a thought process to apply to solving it. Just do stuff, hope it works. If it doesn't, try doing something else. Or just try again without actively changing what you're doing, because it will change on its own. Just by the nature of how this works. That felt good. Perhaps I am learning something in a way that is not obvious to me. That is how you die. Okay, that's how you die. I don't hate this as much as perhaps I should. Oh, no, that's terrible. Yeah, so a roach along an outer wall with B-throw along that outer wall is what it seems to be one of the worst things that can happen here. If I just rotate... See, roaches are along that wall. That's what I hate about this. And now this is unpleasant. Weirdly, I had almost enough room to get around there. So if I could... Okay, so I'm taking a lot of time to rotate there. What if I do this? That gets me south to prepare for these, puts me too close to you, and I can't pull you away from that wall easily, can I? That kills me. Alright, so if you're my problem... Can't do anything about it that way. Oh boy, let's start the room over again. It will go differently. I don't get much control. I mean, I do, but I don't get any meaningful control. This is just as frustrating as it was the first time I tried it. Okay, that was cool. That was pretty cool. I like being in the middle like this. So here I get a chance to, I don't know, do that. And then that. Oh, hey. Did I just find a strategy? Almost. Yeah, maybe. Almost. So by staying in the middle... Stupid roach. Stupid roach. Stupid roach. Okay. So my priority is to get away from those. Oh, this is so close to working. Is it, though? How would I know? It feels like it's close. But once again, as always, I get swarmed at the end. I don't want to go to that corner. That's what's going wrong here. Going to that corner is terrible. So that's a way I can avoid that, but not really how I want. I still run into all the same problems I always have. I can't go around to the north. I can't do that. How about this? Okay, well, yeah, now I'm going to get trapped in the northeast corner. I want to turn around the other way, but I'm just not given an opportunity. I cannot dance around like that. That never ever works. This was what I liked doing. Okay, so I think I have learned something because I did the same thing twice and it felt good both times. No. No. Okay, that's how I can stab that. This is different, I think. This feels different, at least. Now, what do I need to do here to make this work? That. Okay. However, not that. No way. Unlikely. Nope. Now I'm back here. Ugh. Alright. Those are my opening moves. I've settled on those, I think. It's here where I get a fair bit of choice about what to do next. I don't like what happens to my south and how close the northern invaders are when that happens. How can I make that better, though? Like, I mean, that situation's going to happen to the south no matter what I do. I can do this, but that puts me against this wall, which I don't want to do. I don't really want to step out of my ring of Ormites. They're kind of being helpful. As soon as I'm out of the ring of Ormites, it's very difficult to get back in. That's what I'm discovering. So perhaps I could go with a strategy that I always want to be inside the circle whenever possible. So how do I deal with these jerks? Nothing I can do about that without stepping outside. Can I alter your path so you slow down? That's... maybe that gives me enough time to sneak back in. It does. Okay. Okay, suddenly things look better. Kind of. I need you to step there so I can do that. Yes, 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 yes! Take that, room! Wow, okay, so... thankfully, never have to play that room again. Exit level. Done. Yuck. That was not as bad as my other 3 least favorite rooms in the hold, but it might be able to get a distant 4th place. I guess in the end I did apply some reasoning to solving that, so that was cool. Returning from the cleared level, Beethrow was quite pleased with himself. Well, good for him. I'm not pleased with myself. It felt like a humanitarian deed. Who knew what that Ombus would have done with his stored pet monsters? It was a good thing that they were all dead now. Murdering a guy's pets. Great deed. Whoa. Fascinating. I learned something. The exit level noise is played at lower pitch if I'm speed potioned. Okay, so this room will be possible now. Now I need to reach back into the depths of my brain and figure out what I wanted to do in this room the first time I cleared it. I remember placing a decoy. Yeah, okay. I needed a decoy here with its sword like that. Now just doing that will cause the goblin to step there. Perhaps if the goblin's down here first... No, it steps the wrong way if I do that. I needed another decoy somewhere else so that he would go toward it from here? Like that? Maybe? Okay, that seems semi-plausible. So let's see. At some point I needed to kill that guy. Not at this point yet. Just wait, kill. Then while Mr. Goblin is heading for that decoy, I place another one, which isn't really facing the right way. I'd like to... Okay, so when do I get an opportunity to turn my sword? Then, I guess. That's the only one. Except that's not... I don't get an opportunity there. No. I have to immediately place a decoy here, and then a mimic. See, now here's a problem. That means I can never kill this decoy. So that doesn't work. Because my sword's facing the wrong way. Okay, well, possible solution. Could I perhaps... Yeah, okay, so I placed you there. Could I put the mimic on the other side? No, you go... Ah! Yes, I can place the mimic on the other side. I think I have just enough time to do this. No, I'm one turn short. I did need to kill that guy. There's something I could do... So my sword doesn't have to be all the way around that way yet. If I were to place this early... Turn, 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 move... he dies. Not enough time for that. Okay. What if my decoy potions were in a different order? Like if I did this here, you go there. Then I have plenty of time to do this. So if I use up the farthest away ones first, I definitely have time to place this decoy here, I think, or there, either one. It doesn't really matter. It might matter. This mimic goes here. I need to get to the other mimic quicker than I actually can, though. That's the problem with this. Okay. So I need a mimic. Okay, so instead... So I've placed that. What if I use this decoy potion for here? Place the mimic that's going to kill it immediately. Or maybe we'll kill this one. Yeah, I like this. I like everything about this except one thing. Perhaps I can solve it by doing that? No. Yes! This decoy doesn't have to stay alive. That one can die immediately. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. Wait, stab, place. You're going for B throw. That's no good. Okay, so I can't wait. I'm going to have to move. Oh, hey. Oh, right, that was a half turn. He didn't just hold still of his own accord. Okay, this looks pretty darn good. Yeah. Okay, so this, he won't see this yet, right? Right? Yes? Oh, you're too far away. No! Why are you so far away? So everything was great except for this mimic being too far away to kill this decoy. Because then that happens. And in fact, B-throw can't even get enough leverage to do that. Oh, but you can't be too far over that way or else you won't be able to kill that goblin. Alright, so how did you end up there? I mean, you had to be that way, didn't you? I don't really have an extra decoy to do that with. I can't be in a different horizontal position when I place the mimic, so it seems like the most important thing here is to scoot this mimic over. So if I do things in a different order of operations, will that perhaps... Okay. This is a lot of stuff I have to be doing at the exact same time. Well... See, that needs to die now. Okay, I can do that, and those are in the same horizontal position. Good. You're far enough over to kill that. Yes, everything's perfect. Okay. This will work fine. So I can place you... No, no. You need to turn, place, turn, turn... No, I don't have enough time! Shoot. Did I have any... Okay. I can do this. That's not helpful in any way. I mean, there's no reason to wait to kill that. Turn, turn, turn. No. Yeah, you're going for B-throw. That's not good. But maybe I could take advantage... there's no way I could take advantage of that. Okay, so... I'm kind of close. Maybe I'm just facing the wrong way entirely. So... That doesn't make any sense. No, no, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay, so restore to latest. Alright, so during this save, the problem was that mimic was not... Okay, can I restore to a different one? Oh man. Hard to tell what's going on in any of these places. That feels like... Yeah, I get no leeway there. That feels good, except I can't turn around and kill that decoy. I do need an additional one... idea. If this were here... I don't even have enough time to do that, no. No, I mean, I do need all of my decoys for this... what I'm trying to do here. Are you in the wrong place? You're in the wrong place. You are in the wrong place. If I position you here instead, then I have time. Then I have time. That's all. Because I can do all this You die. You get placed immediately, and then I turn, and that's just barely enough time. However, you're facing the wrong way. But I don't have to do that in that exact sequence. I can start turning first. In fact, I can do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I need to wait just a brief moment. Oh no, I placed you wrong. That's fixable. It's not a disaster. Oh no, that is a disaster. You're too far away now. Ah, so I need to use your sword. Ah, I see. Of course. Don't forget that decoy swords will actually take effect. So I need to wait, do this. Yeah, I got it. Oh, that was cool. Okay, that was actually a really cool puzzle. Not entirely happy with the way that it was super unclear whether I could do it from this entrance. But I guess I did eventually figure out that I needed to take that stairway up to the speed potion. And I guess the fact that I can access this stairway and couldn't get to that stairway should have clued me in, so I think I can blame myself on that one rather than the puzzle. Okay, well, that means that I have one room left to do before post-mastery. Okay, this is as much as I was hoping to get done today, I think. And it's this horrible one that I didn't understand at all. So, I mean, every rock giant room that's given me trouble like this has just been because of, I don't know what it's because of. I've come back to it and it's been easier, so I'm hoping that'll be the case for this one too. Alright, I'll see you next time for this room, and if I can get it done, then see what's past the master wall.